The Obi-Wan series for Disney Plus got its trailer this week. Watched that, and what did you think, Mr. Black? What did you think about that trailer?
I mean, it was. I actually thought the poster was
pretty fire.
Pretty fire.
Yeah.
Poster's pretty dope. Music was good. I like Obi-Wan. I mean, how can you not like Obi-Wan, right? So
how can you not like Ewan McGregor?
Yeah, I mean, this is the best looking piece of Star Wars content that I've seen in years. Which isn't saying a lot.
And I think it looks like Star Wars.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
It looks like Star Wars. It looks like it had a high budget. It's only 6 episodes.
Yeah, that's good. I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
No filler?
I don't know if they're hour-long episodes or the 30 minutes. I couldn't tell you. But there's a but. I'm over Star Wars. So, I'm not.
That's a hell of a caveat, Mr. Black.
I'm not excited. I don't care if this never came out. I never saw it. I wouldn't feel like I missed out on anything. I'm still gonna watch it because I got Disney Plus, and you know I'm a
nothing
sucker
else
for.
to watch. Yeah,
there's really nothing else to watch on Disney Plus right now. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it, and I'll probably enjoy it more in The Mandalorian, and most certainly more in Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I don't want to be the guy that bursts everybody's bubble because people are excited, and I get it.
It can look good, and you can also not be excited about it. I mean, they're not mutually exclusive things. Like, you don't have to like.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just want different. I just want different Star Wars. I personally can't get excited about seeing, the little mechanical thing go into Darth Vader and then hear a call. It's like, how many times can we resell? It's Darth Vader. Like, I'm just. It's just not exciting to me. It's just I just want to see lightsaber battles and cool music, new characters. I don't give a shit about retellings and stories that we didn't get before because everything else they do now sucks. I'm over it. They're just continuing to use old characters, and I'm just nah. That's just where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
So I saw a Twitter post earlier today that made a point that I definitely agree with to some degree, and that was that part of what made Star Wars special was that you only got so much Star Wars in any given period of time, right? Star Wars was an event before. Like, it was like an actual science fiction cornerstone event every time a Star Wars property came out. And like the side stuff, like the extended universe novels and things, that was like up to you to go seek out if you're going to do your thing. But like when it came to the movies and the big screen or even some of the small screen stuff, it was an event whenever it happened. And then Disney bought Star Wars and yeeted that into the fucking sun in the first 6 months, where we've just been completely saturated with Star Wars as it's no longer an event. It's just part of the daily programming.
They've turned it into Marvel. It's not as bad as Marvel, but it's getting there, and it's just not as. It's just I don't know.
I think I agree. I think it looks really good. I love Obi-Wan as well. I love Ewan McGregor. I love. I'm not as against the filling of the gaps between stories we've already been told, because for me it's a more efficient use of nostalgia than just literally rehashing shit. So like, how you can do nostalgia trips where they literally redo everything, like episode 7 where they literally fucking redid basically the entire first movie. It's not that played in nostalgia. It's there are characters here that and stories surrounding what's happened, but you don't know this in-between section that we're going to explore now, and so it weaponizes that nostalgia, but it at least gives me something that's new in the sense that I've not seen what happened between point A and point B, which is kind of what this series does.
I just don't like how I know how everything ends.
Yeah, you want to be able to go in and not know the ending.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't care about little stories that happen. I mean, yeah, sure, they might be visually pleasing and stuff, but like, I don't think it's adding to any weight to the old stuff that I watched. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's done. It was never discussed before. We know that this wasn't like one large plan where they're like, okay, we're going to release these original movies, but we've got these amazing stories to tell, but we're going to do it in 2022, 2023, and you could just tell they're just grasping at whatever to just Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, but we won't show his helmet or his face or anything, just piece of that because we know what it means, and this character, and it's like, it's like, okay, I get it.
It's very fabricated, clearly.
It's
for
just
sure.
like, please give me something new. I want to just go in where it's like, we're no longer talking about Skywalkers, and we're no longer talking about they can be part of the lore, and the name can go out there and stuff just because it's Star Wars. But like, I want to see all new characters with all new stories and all new things. Star Wars is a massive, expansive universe. And why are we sitting in this small pocket for decades when the stories have been told and we know the endings? That's just where I'm at. And the worst part about it is, if the show does extremely well, then they'll do another Obi-Wan season, and another Obi-Wan season. And it's like, you guys just coming up with shit. It's just. Bring Lucas back, man. I miss George Lucas. Bring Lucas back.
Do we think some of this is because Disney doesn't have any faith in the property beyond the nostalgia that the Skywalker saga brings?
I just think they spent $4 billion on a franchise, and they got to make their money. That's what I think.
Do you think they've not made it back by now?
No, I don't.
How many did each of the well, I mean, that's totally not profit.
Dude, I mean, the amount of it's just the movies and stuff, like where they're making money as well as the theme parks and merchandise, right? Yeah. That's where they're making their money, right? I doubt they've made all their $4 billion back. Maybe they have. Maybe. If so, like, it can't be like $1 billion, a lot of money in pure profit. That's a lot of money. Even, the movies did extremely well. But they made $1 billion at the box office, but it might have cost $250 million to make and another $250 million in advertisements. So
it's a $500 million profit.
That's $500 million right there, and then not including other costs and different shit. Yeah. So I mean, listen, they might have made money back by now, but I doubt it. Disney isn't doing well. I mean, their stock is plummeting because all the fucking political bullshit they've been doing. They're not doing good, man. Disney is not in a good spot right now. They're not. COVID fucked up their theme parks and everything else. Which is what made them tons of money. They were losing like, I could be talking on my ass, but they were losing like $18 million a day or some crazy shit in the middle of COVID from their cruise ships and their Disneys and all this other stuff they didn't have going. They ain't doing as hot as, the company's fine, but like, it ain't printing money like it
used to.
Like it used to. I'm sure it'll turn around. I mean, it's Disney, but like they fucked up big time with all this political shit, and now they're losing all their massive tax break that the government was giving to them, because they just went full woke, and people are like, bruh, hell no. And so now they're losing hundreds of millions of dollars there. I mean, they're a mess. Disney Plus is getting fucked. Netflix is getting fucked on. I mean, it's a rough time. It's a rough time.
Which is just weird when you think about it, because it's almost like you'd think it'd be almost impossible to get themselves into that situation. Even with COVID, you'd think it would almost be impossible. But either way, they're there. It's a thing. And all that being said, I'm still watching the fuck out of that Obi-Wan series.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm still going to watch it.